Watch me work on the sweater vest, and this would go nicely with this combination. I linked all the details on this one in the description. Drop a fit for today, and you see that this will be a nice accent to work on the sweater vest while we possibly don't have power. So let me show you a little bit of how we're going to get this board ready. So a common misconception is that only the black wool side needs to be wet for a blocking project. But if you have a project like this where it's obvious that the acrylic doesn't want to behave either, go ahead and dampen that too. So I've got 25 of these that are ready to be dampened and put on the wooden piece. So I'll go ahead and do all 25 of these off camera. But before I get to all 25, I'm going to turn off the water. Let me lay this out here and show you why we wet block. You see, with it being wet, things are stretching out. And so we're going to put this back on the blocking board. All right, y'all, now we're back from the restroom. We've wetted my square. Now, you don't have to necessarily submerge your square to get the same effect, but what I wanted to do is really give myself a chance to have as much pliability in the square as possible. Also, I usually like to mark each corner. The wool kind of put itself right into place. The acrylic took some time, but it got there. At this point, this has been on the blocking board for, I would say, about 30 minutes. And then if you want to speed this process through, you can always grab a hair dryer. If you're skilled enough and you think you can block with a steam piece, do the same thing. But the main thing I like to do is line up on a straight edge, and then you can start stacking the squares for your blocking experience. All right, y'all, next morning, and it's dry. I'm gonna take these nails off, move them somewhere safer, and then I will show you how this drapes. And drapes exactly what you want when it comes to a garment project. Now, if you were making a bag or anything else, having it stiffer is more optimal. But when you want it around your body, you want it to feel loose and flowy. But you may, depending on what you wear, you may want it stiffer. Also, look at that. No burr bending. Well, still a little bendy. But